Friday, friends. Speakeasy is open once more. And this week, I've made something called a shrub.
Shrub.
Ooh. If you're not familiar, it is called a shrub, which is also sometimes called a drinking vinegar.
Ah, okay.
So shrubs were popular in colonial America to preserve fruit. And when mixed with cold water, it's a great afternoon refreshment. So, of course,
water.
you can level this up and make a cocktail out of it, which is what Sarah and I did. And Erin tried it as a mocktail. So we can review both. So basically a shrub is vinegar, fruit, and sugar. Oh, there's always sugar. And sometimes herbs, if you want to put that all together. You can mix and match. I did blackberries, lemons with apple cider vinegar. So it was, if you measure it this way, a pint of blackberries, 2 large lemons, a cup of sugar, a cup of vinegar. And I zested the lemons, mixed the zest with the sugar, and juiced the lemons into the mason jar. The fruit, the sugar, the zest, I kind of muddled that a little bit first because those blackberries, they're pretty firm. So I muddled it a little bit and then topped it with the vinegar. And then you leave it in your fridge for 3 to 5 days.
Oh, it is refrigerated.
And apparently it will keep for a few weeks, but good luck because it's not going to stick around that long.
No.
And then for the drink, just mix if you strain it, the syrup that you get is the shrub.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, you can just mix it all together. You can just keep the fruit in there and pour your mixed.
Sure, yeah.
And just have it all together with the fruit right in it. Or you can strain it out and mix it equal parts with your water, soda, and alcohol, if you're mixing it with alcohol. I tried it 2 ways. I had tonic, so that's what I used. I tried it with shrub, tonic, and gin. So basically like a shrub, gin, tonic. Ooh. And I tried it with bourbon and tonic and shrub. And I liked the bourbon. I thought the bourbon was better with the blackberry, but I think the gin was also very good. It was very refreshing.
How much shrub did you get out of that fruit?
Okay, so a cup of vinegar was the liquid, right? And a little bit of lemon juice from 2 lemons. And I had 9 ounces of shrub.
Okay. And how much did you use per drink? Or you didn't really measure out?
Well, I gave you guys, I think I just divided it 3 ways. So you had about 3 ounces.
Okay, because I divided it in 2 drinks. So
so an ounce and a half, roughly. Yeah. And then if you strain it, don't discard your fruit because the fruit is so good.
Oh, it's delicious. Okay.
I was thinking you put that on ice cream or on your waffles, I ate it with a spoon.
Does anybody mix fruit with cottage cheese, like jam and cottage cheese?
Oh, that would be
some
good
people
too.
do that for sure.
That would be, I didn't
or
do it, but I thought of that. Yeah.
So tasty.
Ooh, I'm going to make that for my house guests.
What did you guys think of it?
Oh, so good. So as soon as I drank it, it was like zing. It's like my eyes popped open. It wasn't like in a bad way, like it was tangy or anything. It was just like total wake up kind of drink.
It's hard to describe the way the vinegar affects it.
It wasn't like...
It's like sweet and sour, but in a very, very pleasant way. Like it was almost like sour candy, but in a liquid form. Like it was... kind of, yeah. It was really... I didn't want to know, the first thing I asked was how much sugar is in here because I love this so much. I want to pump it into my veins every day, but so darn good.
I think you probably could reduce the sugar and play with it a bit and see, because we're not requiring it to be...
That's right.
Preserved over a long period of time. I think the sugar is key for that preserving of it.
Yeah.
But since we're probably going to consume it right away, I think you could play around with how much sugar you put in there.
And so are there different variations in what fruit goes in it?
You could do almost anything. I had changed my mind multiple times. Just looking at what was available, and the blackberries happened to be on sale, so that's why I picked blackberries. But I was thinking raspberry and basil would be really delicious, or I think mint in any of them. Put mint in there would be delicious. Peach.
Do you always put lemon in? Okay.
Nope. Just this one had lemon. As far as I know. I mean, you can find so many different variations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you experimented with this. This is like the second successful fermentation. I'm gonna give you the fermentation badge because you did this with the lemons, where you did this fermentation, the salted lemons, and now this. I still can't get sauerkraut to happen in my house. I don't know why. I keep fucking it up. Yeah. So I'm gonna just all things fermentation style. I'm gonna pass on to you now, Heather.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe only fruit. So far, I'm good with fruit.
There we go.
I really love this, and I'm going to make more. I'm going to make them all summer long. And the great thing was that because like Erin had it, you don't have to put alcohol in it. So if you want to serve it to your kids as like a little fancy drink.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I think they would like it.
Or even like putting it on ice cream. That was a great idea.
You know what, though, with ice cream, I would put the fruit on and then probably still like drizzle like bourbon or something over it because I thought that combination was so delicious.
Ooh, oh yeah,
amaretto
ice cream, absolutely.
Ooh, yeah, like I think you could do this so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear how you guys make your combinations of Shrub.
Yes.
The Shrub is the drink of 2023.
Is there a reason why it's called a shrub?
Actually, yes, I do. I just remember. It's a kind of an anglicized. Okay, so there's an Arabic word. I believe it originated in that. They say colonial America, but made it kind of popular. But I believe it's an even older process. And there was an Arabic word that sounds similar to shrub.
I see.
Not quite the same. And I think I can't remember what it means, but it was in reference to this form of fermentation.
Okay.
And I think that whoever anglicized it called it shrub. Something like that. I should have taken notes, but I just read it and then...
Probably sounded way better in Arabic.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just drink the shrub. I should have looked that up more closely. But, this isn't a history podcast. No. So I'm not required to do so much research.
No,
for a
just drink it.
Just drink it. It's good.
I'm going to push you further. I want to know all the things.
In fact, I was so accurate in my history when I handed it off to Sarah. I said, in ye olden times. This was a way of preserving fruit. Very historically accurate. All I know is it tasted good.
Oh, very good. I was very
really
surprised. I did not expect that. So 3 to 4 days of...
Yeah, 3 to 5 days in the fridge. In fact, I think I made it on a Tuesday and then Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I love the reaction when you see, like, when you tasted it and when your friend who was there tasted it, it was the same, like, oh, like this whole, like...
Yeah, it's like your eyes pop open. I don't know what... It was like, what?
And Erin's text, she had an ooh with about 17 O's in it. Ooh, this is so yummy.
Yep. Delicious.
Thank you.
Go make a shrub just in time for...
I'm going to go make a shrub today.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do some variations on this for sure.
Once your garden starts growing, you can grab your mint and basil and whatever you grow in your garden and put it in your shrubs.
Mm-hmm.
I've already got basil in the basement, so I think there's going to be something with strawberry and basil, and I want to put some sort of... What do you think? I don't want to do 100% balsamic vinegar, but I want balsamic in there.
I think it might be a bit too heavy.
It'd be too much, so I want to see if there's what vinegar I should cut that with. Maybe a red wine vinegar?
Or a raspberry vinegar, which is lighter.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what I might try.
I was just wondering what would go with rye. What do you think would go with rye? I'm not a rye drinker, so...
Well, I think it's similar to the bourbon. I think the reason the bourbon works so well with the blackberries is because I think it kind of cuts that a little bit. So easy. Just put it in a jar and pop it in your fridge. It was so funny and shake it a couple times. Like when you open your fridge and you see it sitting there, give it a little shake around. Right. And after a day or so, I just opened it up to like smell it and I was like, oh my God. Like already it was like, when I first put it, all it smells like is vinegar, right?
Yeah.
And then when you open it, it's like, oh, something's happening here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us. You can find these recipes under the Speakeasy tab on threekitchenspodcast.com.
As accurate as it gets because there wasn't much detail in it, so it's accurate.